Rob, congratulations on your decision to retire. Pastoral transitions are often traumatic events for congregations, especially when losing founding pastors. Thank you for planning to make this transition as smooth as possible. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephen Heemstra. The Heemstra and Merritt family share the distinction of having been around since the CPC church plant was kicked out of the country club where CPC held its first official service. I later served on the original steering committee and later volunteered as an elder and clerk of session, serving 2 terms. Kim asked elders to share their favorite Bromhead memory. Picking a favorite has been a difficult task. Do you talk about the dunking pool? How about the chainsaw sermon, or maybe the 9/11 service? The day that I will never forget occurred in October 1992. On a Saturday night at about 2 a.m., my 10-week-old son went into convulsions. Miriam and I spent most of the next day shuttling him between hospitals, where it was finally determined that he had only one kidney, and that kidney was blocked. He would require emergency surgery. Sunday afternoon, I dedicated my life to Christ again in a bargaining session with God over my son's hospital bed. About 10 p.m., Miriam and I waited for surgery alone in Georgetown University Hospital. That is, until Pastor Rob showed up and waited with us. About 10 years later, God reminded me of my promise on that day. I volunteered to serve as an elder. During my service on session, Rob discipled elders, encouraging me to begin teaching adult Sunday school and later to preach, which I did repeatedly over the next couple of years. In this service, I gradually came to hear the call of God on my life and later entered seminary, Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary, which Rob had also attended. Throughout seminary, Rob mentored me, and since graduating seminary, I have been a Christian author, and this past year completed a number of books on Christian spirituality. The scripture passage that comes to mind in reflecting on my relationship with Rob is found in 2 Kings 2, where Elisha spends the day following Elijah around like a puppy before he's taken up to heaven in a fiery chariot. Exasperated, perhaps, Elijah turns to Elisha and asks, "Well, what do you want?" Elisha responds he wants a double portion of Elijah's spirit. In some sense, many of us now feel that same way about Rob. Leave us with a double portion of your spirit. Thank you, Rob. Godspeed in your new life as a retiree.